I want to do a quick one about tongues. Tongues and what they really are. Tongues of the Bible, other languages, as a sign, as a miraculous sign. I got this thought when I was talking to someone who believes devoutly in the tongues as taught by modern day charismatic religion, specifically the UPC, but it applies to all of them. I say in the charismatics, they basically believe that tongues is this heavenly language. In other words, it's not a human language. It's not a language anyone knows. Where we, my wife and I, believe that the tongues of the Bible is clearly other languages, as in known languages. Someone knows those languages. And as proof, I offer a couple of scriptures, and I'm going to give a couple of illustrations. In Acts 10, the Holy Ghost was poured on them, for they heard them speak with tongues and magnify God. How can you know someone is magnifying God unless you know what they're saying? I've had somebody actually tell me they were alternating back and forth from the gibberish, which I'm not trying to be rude when I say gibberish, but that's what it sounds like, the modern day tongues. They would say that, and then they would magnify clearly in God, magnify God clearly. And then in Acts chapter 19, verse 6, and when Paul had laid his hands upon them, the Holy Ghost came on them, and they spake with tongues and prophesied. Again, they prophesied. So clearly they were speaking a known language, known to Paul. Paul was multilingual. He had to be. He was a Jew, so he spoke Hebrew, and they spoke a language they didn't know. Most likely, they spoke Hebrew, just like Cornelius in chapter 10. But the thing I want to point out here, even more importantly than that, is how does God do things? When God does something, He does it, and He does it impressively. And I was trying to think of analogies. Again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It may sound a little funny, but just analogies for great miracles in the Bible. If you looked at it the way we look at tongues, and I say we loosely, people who believe in the modern day version of what appears to be gibberish, in other words, it's clearly something that would be very easy to counterfeit. Anyone could counterfeit that. There's no one that can say that's not tongues under their criteria, because all it is some other language. And I know because I've talked to people. I've talked to people that told me they just forced it because they wanted to belong. Some people did it for a gag, or some people just didn't want to be hurt or rejected. But the reason why we know that, or at least strongly get an indication that these are not real tongues, is because if you looked at two sides of it, if God could cause a person who does not know Spanish to speak in Spanish and then praise the wonders of God in that language they don't know, that so that someone else in the room who does speak Spanish and knows that person would say, wow, that guy's praising God in a language I know he doesn't know. Now, what's more impressive, that or this guy saying a bunch of things? I'm trying not to make my wife laugh, because I go Shannon have a ding dong, then she might shake the camera or something. She's smiling right now, but but again, I don't want to be disrespectful, because we believe this, and we don't anymore. And it's not because we think we were terrible, awful idiots or something. We just realize we've learned something. We know something now. We weren't terrible people. We love God. It's just, that's not the point. We had to find out He loves us, and because He loves us, He does incredible things. Now He does things that are in the depths of our heart, that don't require some magnificent signs showing out. But the analogies I want to give, that these might be a little silly to you, but I just thought, big things like the Red Sea. At the parting of the Red Sea, to me, instead of parting the Red Sea, if you're going to take it the way the modern day charismatics take it, it would be like all of a sudden a few rowboats showed up and everyone rowed boat across. And you say, wow, what an incredible miracle. Well, no, not really. That wouldn't be so impressive. The rowboats might have already been there. But that's the equivalent of what they do to tongues. God does things, when He wants to impress you, He's going to impress you. It's going to be big. It's going to be substantive. It's going to be monumental. It's not going to be something that anyone can do, specifically that the devil can do. And I'm not saying everyone that speaks in these tongues is of the devil. I'm just saying, unfortunately, they are open for use by him, whether directly or indirectly. Because you don't have to be possessed of a spirit to become emotionally wrapped up in something. I know, I've done it. I don't think I was possessed of the devil. I think I was very emotionally charged, and I've talked to people They've desired to do this, and they've sought it, and because they've been told. I was told to seek it. I was told to seek the Holy Spirit. But it was very clear. What is the Holy Spirit? The Holy Spirit is speaking in this language that no one knows what it is. Sometimes they have an interpreter or something like that. But the thing is what's more impressive? Just ask yourself that question. Go to God and ask Him. But that's what I want to leave you with. Ask yourself that question. Those two things on the table. A known language, known to human beings. One person speaks it, and they don't know it. And then they talk about the great works of God in that language they don't know. Is that more impressive? Or is what you see modern day tongues, is that more impressive? And if so, why wouldn't God just do that? Is God not able to cause people to speak languages that they don't know, that are real languages, that we know are real? Is He not capable of doing that? And why would He let it be something that's so easy to counterfeit by charlatans? By out and out charlatans, because in essence, the person who believes in that, you can look at certain people, I won't name them, but you probably have some in your mind right now. You see it on TV, Stuart Copeland, and you look at that and say, well, that's fake. Well, no, if you believe in tongues, you got to say that's real, because who are you to say that's not real? You might be blaspheming the Holy Ghost. You see the trap? Here's the holy thing. Don't talk about the holy thing. Never say bad things about the holy thing. What's the holy thing? You just question the holy thing. Well, if the holy thing is this guy spoken language he doesn't know, and he doesn't know it, well, hey, we can all say that's God, because only God can make things like that happen. But anyone can do the modern day charismatic version of tongues. And that's my thought for today. In Jesus' name, amen.